Hello everyone, welcome to the Conservatory here at Rathbone Manor, where today we will be taking a look at this little fellow right here. It's our brand spanking new Meaco DD8L Junior desiccant dehumidifier. We purchased this little fellow here as a replacement for this little fellow down here. We have had this for the past 10 years. It's a DeLongi DEM10 dehumidifier. What's happened over the weekend with it is it started to go wrong. The little refrigeration matrix in here is starting to freeze solid, and that stops it from working really, to be honest with you. So we decided to purchase the little Meaco here. This one works in a different way. It's a desiccant dehumidifier, so it doesn't have a refrigeration unit in there. There's the box. So I suppose what we'd better do now is magically extract it from the box. Okay, so here it is then. What have we got on the top here? Got some instructions by the looks of things here. Might look at those. And what's this? Something stuck on there with a bit of sellotape. Oh, thank you for buying blah blah blah, etc etc. Might read that as well later on. Okay, so let's take a look at it then. So around the back we have the inlet and the filter. We have the mains lead and tiny little, oh look at that, that is the little water catcher thingy. You see through it as well, so you can see how much water's in there, almost like my lunchbox it is. So that lives in there, like thusly. There's your filter. We can get it all back on again. Hang on, don't you just love rocket science? So I should have read the instructions first, but hang on. Right, and there we go. Right, there we are. It's back on again, guys. So let's take a look at the top. Okay, this is where all the controls are. As you can see, we have the main power on and off. It's not going to work at the moment because it's not plugged in. We have the exhaust here. That's where the air comes out. Different fan speeds and the laundry setting by the looks of it. Again, I haven't read the instructions because they're still sealed in their bag. I might read those later. This, I guess, is the level of how much moisture you want taken out of the air. And over here we have a timer. Okay then. So I suppose all that's really left to do is to plug it in, switch it on and see what happens. Okay, so our conservatory does tend to get a little bit damp in the winter time, as you can see on the windows. Look at that, it's dripping off the window handles quite nicely. Look at this one. It's quite bad, isn't it? It's got like this because, as I say, our old dehumidifier failed, so it's just got damper and damper and damper in here. Looks like we're going to have to get the mains lead out of a bag. There we go. Right, that's out, and we've got a little wire hoofer-doofer just here, which we're going to have to get off like so. So that's two of these little things, they can go out the way. Alrighty then, let's get this thing in a position and then we'll give it a go. Well, right here looks like a likely place for it. So let's get it plugged in, just here, like so. And then we can start playing with the switches. So it's all switched on there. Oh, there we go. Did you see that, guys? Something happened there. The other dehumidifier is just cut in as well. So, oh, there we go, we're off. It seems to be set on, there we go, that's what I want it on. Maximum, this is on their laundry setting. What does this do then? It's gone off. Okay. We don't need to worry about the timer, but I'm going to leave it running like this for a little while and see how much moisture it can drag out of the conservatory. So I'll leave it a few hours and see what happens. Remember, the tank is empty, as we can see right there. You can see right through it to the back end of things. Can you see my hand? There we are. Alrighty. So let's see how long it takes to get some moisture in there then. Okay, so there's the time now. It's been running for that period of time. We want to see the windows now, guys. Okay, so let's have a tour around. So the ones in this corner here, there's still a little bit of damp. The main windows are fairly dry. There's still a bit of damp around there. Hopefully you can see all that on camera. Yes, you can. So the corner's still a bit wet. But if we go over here, look at this. Remember I was wiping my hand on here earlier on? What about the handles? The handles are still dripping a little bit. But look at this. Wow. And the temperature's gone up in here as well. 12.1 degrees. And it's doing a fairly decent job of blowing Mrs. Rathbone's plants around as well. I can't see a whole bunch of water going on in here yet though, but it seems to be getting a little bit damp in there, so what it's doing with the water I don't know. There's some nice warm air coming out of here as well. Let's have a look so we can see what the temperature is. Wow, 29 or 30 degrees, look. Wow, you can see the fan going around here as well. So it's looking very much like the days of this little fellow are well and truly numbered now then. Okay then, let's come back later. We do actually have some water in here. Give it a bit of a shake about. I think you can see it. There you go. Okay, so it's 21:30 now. It's done a very, very good job of clearing the windows of condensation. There's still a little bit left here, look. As you can see, but the bigger windows are all nicely cleared up. Very nicely indeed. Look at this. Right, and what I've also done is turned it down to a lower setting, so we're not using the laundry setting anymore. I think I've got it about average setting just here, and we've got second speed going here, so we can have it flat out. I'll bring it down to 1, it's gone on to laundry again. Just bring in the most liquid, and that's about average setting there. The temperature in here has gone up to about 11.8 degrees now, so it's actually warming the conservatory as well as removing the moisture. The new dehumidifier has been facing this end of the conservatory all evening, so it's been blowing warm air all over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it around so that it is blowing warm air over this end of the conservatory. The vented air from this humidifier comes out at an angle like this. It doesn't come out, you can just about feel it blowing there, but it blows it out at an angle, as we can see from the plants behind me. There is the vent. Now if we tilt the camera up and take a look at this plant there, you can actually see its leaves blowing about a little bit under the breeze. If I step the speed of the fan up, there we go. So it does blow at an angle then. So what I'll do is I'll just turn it around so it's facing the other way in the conservatory for the rest of the night. You can blow the warm air over that end, like so. And you can actually see the tank filling up. There's the water level now, look. Look at that. Cool. Okay, so this will conclude tonight's section of the filming. When I come home from work tomorrow afternoon, we'll come in here and take a look at the windows and see how much condensation has been removed overnight and during the day. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Hello everyone, I've just returned home from work. Looking around the conservatory here, it's looking really, really good because this thing has been on all night and all today as well. And yeah, it's looking really dry in here. In fact, let's take a look. As you can see, it's still just about daylight out there, but all the windows are nicely dry. In fact, these two right here, they had water dripping off the handles, if you remember, and they're dry as a bone now, look. That's fantastic. Oh, if I can find it. Here we are. We're all dry as a bone now. That's excellent. Look at it. And there's no dripping off the roof either. Now obviously this is not going to be the place where she's going to live. So what we're going to have to do is get rid of this little fellow right here. And this one then can go over by the wall. Okay, so first of all, switch him off. Okay, well obviously it's going to keep going for a little while then. So just move him over here, like so. Unplug it from down here. Hopefully, plug him in the wall. There we go. Alrighty then guys, so this is where it's going to be living from now on. I know it's facing the wrong way, but it makes it easier to get to the water tank down the bottom here, making it easier to remove. Okay then, so it's done a really good job overnight, completely dried out our conservatory. It also keeps it a little bit warmer than it would normally, because as I say, there's warm air coming out of here. It's quite nice and warm, is that? And we have several modes, including the laundry mode, which I set in for a couple of hours last night. Laundry mode, you can set yourself up a load of clothes on a horse nearby, and you can use it to dry your clothes out instead of a tumble dryer. Alright guys, well thanks for popping over to Rathbone Manor and the conservatory here. Thanks for taking a look at our new Meaco DD8L Junior. I'll have to keep you updated as to how it goes, and you can probably find that on my Instagram feed. Alright guys, well thanks for popping over, thanks for taking a look, and I'll catch you laters!